Dear listeners, it has been an amazing moment having these wonderful resource persons with me in the studio. And dear listeners, I'm sure you can attest for yourself that you're very much been enriched with insightful information. And as such, we have heard everything they have said. We will now want them to give us a take home message, which will begin with Mr. Chindo, who is otherwise known as the Bonafide. The Bonafide, please can you give us a Bonafide message for our fervent dear listeners? So our mothers are coming, our fathers out there.
Thank you so much. My take home message today to the locals. I'm not giving it to already stakeholders,
Okay,
locals.
to the locals.
My take home message is that they should try as much as possible, in as much as they want to meet their demand for food feeding. They should try as much as possible for that act not to be detrimental or to not affect the environment negatively, especially forests and wetlands.
For
Because we
some.
are blessed in the northwest to have forests and wetlands. We have the Bafu forest, the Bayfam forest, and so on.
Okay.
In as much as they have a lot of demand for food, they should try as much as possible not to destroy these forests. Wetland, what we call in the village lamba, that
Lamba.
we cultivate dry season
Nkumo.
maize and so on. It
Mm.
is so important. They should
Okay.
try as much as possible as they cultivate on it. They should still try for it to exist. They
Wow.
should not reclaim it here.
Which means, in summary, you're advocating for a mutual symbiosis between humans and the environment.
Perfect. That's true.
Thank you very much, the Bonafide. We are blessed having you. We'll be heading over to our amazing Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob, please, could you give us the take home message?
Very brief, very brief. We encourage the community to have sustainable environmental practices and to plant environmental friendly trees. Let's stay away from eucalyptus.
Stay away from eucalyptus. In as much as it has economic value, fruit trees are more economically beneficial and has a more important environmental footprint. And we'll equally be heading over to Mr. Unisho Derry, who is the passionate environmentalist. So please, could we get a take home message from you?
Okay, my take home message to especially the locals is that we should in fact, respect our environment. We should
Okay.
make sure that whatsoever activity we are carrying out in the environment, it shouldn't affect our next generation
Okay.
because we are not we do not inherit the earth. We
Okay.
are merely borrowing from future generation. So we should be sustainable in all our actions. So
Wow.
as our next generation will benefit, will bear witness of what has long existed.
Your last words are testament to your passion, and that's why we call you the passionate environmentalist who has passion not just for the contemporary generation but equally for the future generations who are yet to come. Dear listeners, you have been tuned to your favorite environmental program, Green Globe, on Yuba Voice. Dear listeners, we very much appreciate your time. We're indeed most sincerely grateful from our hearts of hearts. We thank you so much for spending your quality time with us, and we look forward to taking the rendezvous for next Friday, 10 o'clock. And before we get going, we'd like to give a big shout out to the Luena Foundation for the amazing job that they are doing in ensuring that we see meaningful change within the Northwest region, and to equally thank them so much for their contributions in the fight against climate change and against food insecurity in the Northwest region, which is unfortunately a prevailing reality that has been exacerbated. We want to assure them that with their continuous support, the much needed changes that they are desiring, that they are supporting, is going to be realized, and the impact is going to be there for which posterity will better much applaud for it. And at this juncture, we equally like to give a big shout out to our the studio management and to most especially Mr. Ngong Song Jiang Mari, the studio manager. We equally like to give a big shout out to our wonderful, amazing sound engineer behind the 1001 buttons, who is closely supported by an amazing gentleman by his side. And to you, our fervent listeners, a big shout out to you. We love you all. Until next week, bye bye. Thank you.